everyone, I just wanted to show you a couple little tips as you work on your book cover. And one is when you select, I'm going to select the watering can image. When you make a selection, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can always fix it when you create your mask. So I'm going to use the magic wand, and on the watering can I'll select the background because I don't want that background in the way, that white background. Basically, I want to be more flexible and have no background. So I made a selection using the magic wand tool, which along the top you can change the setting, you can change the tolerance if you want, but I'm not worried about that because I could fix it later. Once it's selected, I can go to select inverse, which just means that it's selecting the opposite. And then on the layers panel, with that layer selected, there's an icon along the bottom that says add layer mask. So once something is selected, if you select the layer and add a layer mask, it actually creates the mask for you. You'll see it on the layers panel. And it's not perfect. As you can see, it still has some white background, but that's no big deal because I can go in and paint white and black and add and remove from that mask. So for example, I'm going to take the paintbrush and I could paint it black or I could paint it white. And if I paint it black, it removes from the mask, and if I paint it white, it adds to the mask. So I can go in and actually zoom in and fix any parts of this. I mean, even if I messed up, I can go in and add the opposite color. So I'm going to remove the white background in the handle. Even if I cut off part of the bunny, it doesn't matter. I can change the size of my brush and fix it later. That mask is always there. The image is always there. The original image is always there. So I wouldn't worry about making a perfect selection. I'll zoom in and show you. So yeah, you just select your mask, paint white and black, refine your mask, and then what's nice about that, creating a mask, is that you can then, if you wanted to, you can disable that mask and bring back the background if you wanted, or enable it. And now it's a lot more flexible. When I select the actual image in the Move tool, I can put that image anywhere I want when I create my design. And the other thing I wanted to show you is a stroke in Photoshop, and that's basically a border. So if you select a layer, and I'm selecting the Peter Under the Gate, and you go to the bottom of your layers panel, there is an option to add effects, this FX option. So it's adding an effect, and you can select stroke, and I've already selected green. The default is black, so you can just click and select whatever color you want, select the size, a different type of border, and hit OK. But it's called a stroke in Photoshop, so you will also see that on the layers panel, and that can be removed too. So your original image is always there, but you've added an effect, and the original image is there with the mask, but you can disable it if you want to. So this is non-destructive image editing, and everything will show up on your layers panel. Let me know if you have any questions as you add a stroke or a mask, and the top image is just showing an opacity by just selecting along the top, selecting an opacity, and definitely you want to add your book title and your author and create a nice design. I just wanted to show you these are things that sometimes when students start learning Photoshop, they're confusing. The stroke is basically a border, and a mask selection doesn't have to be perfect. A lot of people are used to erasing, and you don't want to do that because that would destroy your image. So let me know if you have any questions as you work on this assignment.